Final comic review for the four-part series Mephisto versus the Avengers for part 4. His Satanic Majesty's Request. We see in this issue previous X-Men from the past issue in Hell. We've got Storm, Psylocke, Rogue, Dazzler. Not sure what happened to Longshot or Jean Grey. They just seem to kind of be dropped. Never really explained. It comes to pass that Mephisto could never really hold any of them for any period of time, so they disappear. And then Mephisto is visited by the Tribunal. Now, the Living Tribunal, he warns that Mephisto is taking a risk at unbalancing the multiverse, and he says he has to do it because he's losing power. He accuses Hela of trying to infiltrate his realm. And then we go to Thor's soul. We decide that we realize that his prize is Thor's soul. We go to see Thor and the fact that he's been crushed by a previous fight. The Avengers arrive, as well as the West Coast Avengers arrive. They're confronted by the flame wall that Mephisto puts up. Hela arrives confronting Mephisto about taking Thor's soul, and we get a playback to that mystic Mylar, a kind of tongue-in-cheek comic book reference in Protection Collections. The Avengers are going to fight Mephisto, but they're bested, and then Thor is taken to Hell, and despite all of Mephisto's attempts to bring Thor to his side and to stay in Hell with him, Thor resists. And then Hela puts the dazzles on the Avengers and warps their mind about why they're there, and then they leave. And it turns out that Mephisto did all of this just to basically convince Thor that he could fight Hela whenever she decides to take him. And that's pretty much the end of the storyline, is Mephisto just basically wanted Thor to realize he could fight Hela, which would cause a lot of chaos for him. Other than some of the plot drops, pretty good story. I'm going to give the art a standard rating. I'm going to give the story a mid-range rating just because there were several plot drops unknown about where some people went and why he's doing some of these things. And then as far as collectability goes, since the Avengers and this team of Avengers specifically are probably not going to be around when Mephisto comes into the MCU, if he ever does, I wouldn't say this is one of the most collectible. I would put the collectability on issues 1 and 3 more than 2 and 4. But you can still have it for next to nothing, so it's real easy to pick up a copy of the whole set for cover price, and enjoy.